Hey there, everyone. Good to see ya. Keith Robbins here with Silver Fox Photography. About to go out on a little bit of an adventure this morning. Just got in my new DJI Mavic Mini drone. So for any of those been following me, you know I'm pretty big with photography up to this point. Mostly still photography. I shoot with both Canon and recently, or my latest edition was a Sony A2. And, I think my photography is, probably pretty phenomenal. So you may agree, you may not agree, I don't know. But beginning to explore something new, want to do more video. And the whole idea about getting a drone came about recently when I was out shooting some fall foliage photos. I was going out when leaves were changing and shooting some of the covered bridges that's around here in this area. Got some really great photos. However, I came back and was telling my wife, I was like, I was really limited though on where I could actually stand and what perspective I could get that photo from, because there's obviously a river usually running underneath that bridge, but then you couldn't get it a perspective necessary from all 4 points because of too much overgrowth or whatever. And my wife suggests, is like, but if you had a drone, you could take that photo from any perspective you wanted. And I thought, you're right, I could. So anyway, getting ready to go out on my maiden voyage, and we'll see how things go. So here's my little setup here that I'm going to be taking with me. So I got the DJI Mavic Mini, as you see, and it's pretty small. It's literally about the size of my hand, which is one of the main reasons I got this particular model, because I like to travel light and compact, and that's the idea behind this thing. And I know that there's a Mac Mini 2 and has a better camera and yada yada yada, maybe flies faster, whatever. But for me, for what I'm gonna do, this is gonna be just fine. And we'll see how well we do, and if it's something I really get into, then we consider upgrading. And then this is just the control that goes with it. And then this case that I bought, not the case that comes with the combo pack you get, but it's just a $12 case that I got off of Amazon. So yeah, I'm all about saving a buck if we can, to accomplish the same thing. And of course I got my cell phone here, which will be connected to the control. But once we get out there, I'll kind of put all this together and give you another look at what that looks like. See you soon. So here we are at our drone flight location. I actually had been scouting this out earlier this week when I was going out on a walk with the dog, and Doodles and I came across this big baseball field. So I'm going to give you an aerial shot. So you see in the background, it's actually a double diamond, so 2 baseball fields back to back. So that should give us plenty of wide open space to do some test flights with the drone. And really glad I found this. It's actually about 3 blocks away from the house. I didn't even know it was here because I never walk over in this area, but we found it on Google Maps. Anyway, so the purpose of this demonstration today is just to get the drone out of the case, play around with it, get familiar with the settings, get everything set up, and then just going to practice some basic flight maneuvers. So without further ado, let's get everything out. You can see some geese in the background, so it might be quite fun when we fly over them. We'll see what happens. Let's get everything out and give it a go. So what you're looking at here is my phone screen, and I have an app opened up on my phone, and it's called Kitty Hawk. So one of the things that you need to be aware of when purchasing a drone, and especially when you get out to go out and fly it, is you have to be aware of the rules and regulations, or as my friend would say, the rules and regulations. And you got to know what you can and can't do. So being here in the city of Salem, and you'll see your exact pinpoint location on the map right here, we're actually in a restricted fly zone area. And that is because we have a airport just south of us, not too far from here. There's also a hospital with a heliport. And if you're gonna fly a drone within the city limits, there is a flight restriction of 50 feet max height. So I know that probably doesn't sound a lot to a lot of you, but for the purpose of what we're gonna do today and just monkeying around, it's more than adequate. So we will set up our drone settings to keep us within those restrictions. But one of the cool things about the app is that you can do a real-time request for authorization to fly within this area. And I've actually already done that. I did it last night. So it's about 20 to 10. I knew I was going to be out here around 10 o'clock and went ahead and requested the authorization. But just for the purposes of showing you how this works, you just say get authorization. And it asks you what type of LAANC request do you want? Are you commercial Part 107 or just recreational for fun? And we're just recreational. And it tells you here you're eligible for auto approval up to 50 feet. So we're just going to keep it at that, 50 feet. Hit next. And we'll probably be out here for around 30 minutes. We're going to do it right now, and because that's about the battery life of this drone. So we click next, and look at there, you got your pre-authorization. Now, technically, do you really have to do this? Oh, hell no. But if you were out somewhere, say in a city, and someone came up to you and just wanted to give you a hard time, you know, whether it be a cop or a security guard or just, Karen or Darren or whoever, then at least you know you've gone through this step and you got your pre-authorization, and you can just show this to them and like, hey, look, I'm authorized to be out of here, so mind your own business. So we'll just hit next, agree and submit, and it actually gives you a text message that will come back to me in just a moment and let me know that I have received my authorization. So my request has been approved. And then if someone comes up to me, wants to give me a hard time, then I got some documentation I can show them. So just wanted to run that through with you and show you that real quick. All right, so here we are, the moment of truth. So we got our controller set up here with the phone, as you see. And I got the drone set up down there on the ground. Got everything, everything's calibrated. Went through the settings. As far as I know, everything's good to go. So here comes the moment of truth. Let's see what happens. All right, here we go. Ready to take off. And we're going to be recording the screen. So you're essentially going to be seeing what the drone sees here. So I got the mode as cinematic mode because it tends to fly slower. And I think that that's probably the best plan, the best idea for us starting out new. So let's fire this puppy up and let's get something going here.
Take off.
All right, so got the drone started. It's
The
gonna
home
go
point
up.
has been updated. Please check it on the map.
It's gonna hover first. Make sure everything's stable. Check out our gimbal. Alright, everything looks good so far. So let's go fly. Let's just try some basic maneuvers here. Up and down. Let's go forward. don't know what's going to happen when you get to those geese. And turn around. Come back to us. Try to do a turn while we're going forward at the same time. This is kind of different, I tell you. Unique experience. Looks like it's coming back. No, I tell you, it's hard to determine, is this thing going towards you or going away? I think I'm gonna have to do to come back home. I really lost it.
Go home. Maximum flight altitude reached.
Alright, you see it's turning around. Now it's found me. Here it comes. Let's see how accurate this return home is.
Landing.
Alright, it's coming back down. Take control of it now. So didn't come exactly to our takeoff spot, but it was pretty close. Came back to me anyway.
Landing.
Alright, there we go. That's it. Alright, what we're going to do now, I've got the hovercraft right over me. I'm going to try to just do a series of figure eights. Just trying to figure out how to control this thing, man. It's challenging, to say the least. And you're going to see what I see. I don't want to go too far back that way. Get a little altitude. I tell you, trying to fly in this first-person view is pretty tricky. I could see why it'd be very easy to kind of lose concept of where your aircraft is in space and time and crash into something, because you're not necessarily going to see it coming up on it until it's too late. So I'm going to bring it back around, bring it back to me. Let's see if we can. There we go. Let's just. I'm gonna see if I can just fly straight out and turn around and come back. I'm trying to get used to this gimbal too. Alright, here we go. Straight out, no turns. Turn around. And it should be coming right back to me. Not bad. Okay, now what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to go straight out, but stay focused on that scoreboard over there. So let's see here. Don't want to fly toward it. I want to kind of fly sideways. This is hard. All right, we got a few minutes left. We're gonna try one of these auto settings. We're gonna try a droning here. Let's see what happens.
3, 2, 1. Maximum flight altitude reached.
Let's try a circle.
3, 2, 1.
All right, and then we got one more. We're gonna do a helix.
Three, 2, 1. Landing.
So there you have it, our first flight out with the new drone. What did I think about it? Some takeaways. It's fucking hard. It's hard to fly that thing. I thought it'd be much easier to fly it in first person view mode, but it's really not. It's very difficult. It's really easy to lose track of where the drone is in space and time, and really easy to lose orientation in what direction it's in. But anyway, I'm sure just like anything else, with lots of patience and practice, it'll come more natural over time. But thanks for joining me and checking out my new little toy, and we will look forward to seeing you soon in the next video. Bye-bye.